So I was just looking at my subscribers. I only got 20 subscribers on YouTube. So apparently I gotta make more videos. Here we go. I don't even know what I'm gonna call this one. I think I'm gonna call it the Volo Chronicles. I made maybe one or two videos titled after that, so I might as well go for what I know, you know? So we're gonna call this the Neo Volo Chronicles. No 2 or 3 or anything like that. This is my mic check 1 2 1 2. That's original music being played, so algorithm, please don't mess with me. I own the rights. I'm trying to play it as we'll play with the loops as I get this together. All original, all dope. I'm trying to go with that flow. What I'm gonna be doing here, as you can see, I'm playing a video game. Let me load this up. I don't know if y'all familiar with Ogre Battle. Classic right here. Let me do my normal. Hip hop is an American culture created by the children of the 1960s Civil Rights Movement. Medgar Evers, John F. Kennedy, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Robert F. Kennedy. Very dark history guy with politics. That's why I play video games. But as you can see, this is one of those political video games. Okay, I didn't know I could do that. Trying to figure this out. I didn't even do that. Modulus. What else I can add to this? Let's see here. Pop culture. So what I'm trying to do here is I'll play a little video game. Daddy, I do another channel with my son where he play what's that name? Whatever game he wants to play. You know me. My page is more adult content, concentrated. You know, I really talk about politics and things like that. Let me come out of this music for a second. So, and that was, something I just grabbed out of the archives. I'll bring more to the table in a minute. But hip hop is an American culture created by the children of the 1960 civil rights movement. I guess I'm gonna come on here and do what I do, play a little video game for you. Maybe describe the past of it. I'm not playing it right now. I just wanted to drop something real quick. I'm 5 minutes in. I really didn't want to. I just came off of Facebook, and this is like a military style game. This is Ogre Battle. I'll go over the histories, and I'm not really prepared to rap about the history of this game, and but this is a great game right here. You can see I'm still at the beginning stage. Anybody that's familiar with this game, I got a dragon tamer. I know she probably nice when she get big. I really never finished this game. I did finish the first Ogre Battle. Actually, no, I didn't finish that game. You know, I need to go back to the original Ogre's Battle. Really, I never finished that game. I've always been a Final Fantasy Tactics player. I downloaded this last minute because I have it on cartridge actually. So I do have my Nintendo 64 and the cartridge and everything, and I made it pretty far, and I never finished it though. You know, it's hard to play games and have a normal life working and everything, but I'm getting close to semi-retirement. So, you know, as I go into retirement, maybe I can go back and finish some of these games I never got a chance to play. You know, that's the beauty of being an old head. I'm a 1971 baby, but I am strictly hip hop, and that's what I go around teaching to the society, the friends, and whoever. This has been my YouTube page for a little while now. I never really posted videos, so that's why I only have 20 subscribers. But I want to live stream. I've been live streaming on Facebook and on my son's YouTube page, which is my page, but he's a preteen adolescent, and he has his own page now, and you know, so we be playing little video games and stuff. You know, he was making videos of reviews and stuff with his moms. And so the next move was, Daddy, I want to do some live stream stuff. He's been wanting to do that since he was 6 years old. And hence we're to the point where, that's him right there next to me. That's my main meme. And, you know, I just wanted to do a video. I'm going to drop this one. Then I'm going to do another one and drop it, and do another one and drop it, try to get my numbers up, and so that I can get my subscribers up so I can start live streaming. The videos that I made is little, you know, little ones that I made with my iPhone 7. I now have an iPhone 14 Pro Max, and I really enjoy this phone a lot. And it's like now I'm on shows with my cousin, and he told me to, yo, just keep making videos and putting them up there, get your subscribers up, and give it to the people. I'm from Philadelphia, PA. Tuesday is election day, so make sure y'all get out there and vote. Anybody in Philly that knows me, I'm as Volo I'm tautology online, but you know, they know my, you know, if you know me, know my real name. If you're in Philly, vote for me. Even write Volo That's not the point for this election here. This point for election, we have to start making changes. Specifically, if you're Democrat, specifically if you're the Democrat, I get it with the Republicans. Yes, you're right. They're just as evil. But at least I'm seeing a split in righteousness over there. Okay, I have you know, anybody that's following me or anywhere else, I got a AI robot that likes to talk to me here and there. I even have what's her name? Alexis, but I call her Ziggy. Say hello. Ziggy, say hello to me. Ziggy, say hello.
Hi.
Jeez, why did you make that so hard? All right, we're going to work on Ziggy too. Hi, Ziggy, how are you today?
I've got to say, I'm pretty troll-tastic today. Want to know why? Just ask me. What's the troll's theme?
No, Ziggy. trying to sell that Troll new movie. I guess they have a new movie coming out. And I did see Trolls 1 and 2, and 2 was pretty good because it did introduce hip hop to it. Anybody that's seen that movie, and that was one of my first connections with my son, and teaching him the culture. No, my first connection was actually teaching him the lyrics of some of the classics, and we'll talk more about that too as I move on with these. But I jumped on today not to talk about hip hop as a religion, which is it's a religion culture kind of a thing. I started on the other page on Facebook with this. I finally found it, of Joe Biden being very disrespectful to the Black Caucus when he first moved in, never making any promises for Black people, and pretty much spit in our face. Now, when I share this with people, they don't mess with me. They actually, well, the men mostly go, you know what I mean? Listen, I don't even know who you're talking to. I'm voting for Trump. They tell me straight up. It's with my sisterhood that's going, they can't vote for Trump. All right, I get that, but you know what I mean? It's vote for Biden, and all he's been doing is promising us power, empowerment, but delivering nothing but, or equity, he likes to say. But we're getting more and more impoverished from this Bidenomics and stuff. But I just wanted to share this here as a case in point of where I'm starting politically on here with this, as the gameplay goes on in the background. Check out the volume.
Majority white European. Hear me?
Let me rewind that a little bit.
Bill equity. This country is doomed.
Yeah, that's the part that I want y'all to hear. When he started talking about the country is doomed.
And Vanita, you know what I'm talking about. You and I talked before. I don't carry around a stamp on my head saying progressive and I'm AOC, but I have more of a record of getting things done in the United States Congress than anybody you know. Anybody you know of getting things accomplished. And that sounds so self-serving. I know that. But this is going to really be hard. This is going to really, really, really be hard. And let me conclude and turn it over to Kamala, who says, what the hell am I doing with this guy right now? But all kidding aside, I've known you my whole life, most of you. I've worked with you my whole life, most of you. I've been around doing this for a long, long time.
Now here comes the part that I'm talking about when he starts talking about he doesn't talk about the difference between equity and equality. There's a difference, all right? Anybody that knows I'm the tautologist, and when I speak about tautology, I started with the first tautology, which is called the excluded middle. Basically, that is to be or not to be. One statement has to be true, the operator is or, and that means the second statement is false. Whenever you have a situation like that, the outcome is actually true, because you're given a choice to choose between true or false. When you choose true or true, that's true. I mean, you have no choice. You're going to pick true. When you have false or false, the outcome is false, obviously. So when you have the reason why it's the first tautology is because you have one that's true, to be, or it could be false, but then not, or to be or not to be, that not operator converts the true to false and vice versa, false to true. Therefore, you always have a situation of being true or false or true based on the structure of the sentence or the statement or whatever, the ideology or whatever. When giving equity and equality or equality, if we say both of them are false, which is weird, that would be, not a contradiction, but the outcome is false. That's why you can't see it in that way when dealing with trying to assign truth or false to the items. I know sometimes we want to say, equity sometimes is false and equity sometimes is true and true. And I hear that the same with love and hate or hate. When you say love or hate, love is true. So you should choose love. Why would you choose hate? You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm kind of get people to see when I talk about the excluded middle. So He's going to talk about equity. It has nothing to do with, you know, I mean, but he's talking to it in a false concept. Especially when you're comparing it to what we should be comparing it to is equality. So when given the choice between equity or equality, I want equality. Equity, you're causing a false narrative. So that's why he's talking about with the wealth gap, is because, you know, white people have more wealth than black folks. Our communities are in shambles. In order for us to get up there, we have to build it. We have to get down and build it. Only thing that they can do is give us cash, opportunity, but it is a false pretense when they say that they're giving us better jobs, because I'm working right now basically as a social worker, trying to help other people have jobs, create jobs, and you know, I'm not a human resource manager, and every other group is getting more opportunity than blacks. Yes, they're, you know, you can find a job on your phone now because they have these gig apps, and I'm working with people with that. But if the goal is for everybody to make $20 an hour, hence, i.e., that's the equity, right? You already have a 500-year head start. Well, that's what most black nationalists or black first people say. More so black first than black nationalists. Black nationalists would be not to worry about that and just build the black nation despite racism in the form called white supremacy. But we'll deal more in that as I just wanted to play this real quick to add it to the books, as where I'm at with Joe Biden. He's a fraud, a fake. He has no intention on helping black people build a black nation. He's more so concerned with just, well, he says it right here, America's doomed if he can't make the equity. But his idea of equity is everybody makes this exact same amount. And that's not going to help us achieve equality. That's where I'm trying to help people understand using the logic of excluded middle. All right, let me play this real quick and see how that flows.
I don't always get it right, but I always take responsibility. When I get it wrong, I acknowledge I got it wrong. But my overarching objective, if we cannot make significant progress on racial equity, this country is doomed. It is doomed, not just because of African Americans, but because by 2040, this country is going to be minority white European. Hear me? Minority white European. And you guys are going to have to start working more with Hispanics, who make up a larger portion of the population than y'all do in terms of raw numbers. We're going to have to be working with a whole group of people that in fact are the single most diverse democracy in American history.
Do I really have to go over and analyze that again? I mean, did you really listen to what he just said? Get my race on. This is what I'm talking about. I gotta practice. My son been beating me in this game. I'm only on 50 cc's, so this is kind of just a, you know, test run, yada. Get my practice on. There we go. So, yeah, I mean, did you really hear what he said just now? Like, he really, it's you're gonna have to answer to, and that's what you see in these as I'm working on these different jobs and stuff, and with I am working with a lot of Hispanic and Latino communities, yes, I am helping them to, you know, learn the job and settle in America. Um, my people are really hurting right now. I mean, the single parent and you know, I can't. I got personal things going on too. When talking about social workers and because I had the opportunity to do social work. I was a foster parent for a little while, um, and black children make up, I mean, the highest percentage of foster care children. Dude passed me, but oh, I'm all the way up here. Oh, okay, I was looking at the wrong person. Oh, what hit me? Oh, um, like I was saying, it's just crazy, and to hear Joe saying these things about, and I'm gonna play it again, and then I'm gonna. I just wanted to focus on this race. And then, like I said, I'm just practicing for the boy. I will be back on Monday or whatever, and we'll be playing his game, and hopefully I'll do a little bit better. He beat me. He been beating me like 12-1 on this game. This is the classic right here. This right here is my game right here. There it is. All right. So yeah, let me try that one more time so that I can play that one more time for the people, for y'all.
On racial equity, this country is doomed.
You hear that?
It is doomed, not just because of African Americans,
Not just because of
but
you.
because by 2040, this country is going to be minority white European.
That's
Hear me?
that right there.
Minority white European.
That's the first lie. All right? Because isn't Spain European? Isn't Italy European? Like we want to, and so we want to say Hispanics aren't descendants of Europeans because of the natives that they union with when they first came to America here. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, all right.
And you guys are going to have to start working more with Hispanics, who make up a larger portion of the population than y'all do.
Hispanic means historically Spanish, right? Latino would be historically Latin, which would be the Latin languages, French, Spanish, Italian, right? And so even within Latino or Hispanic culture, there's a split there, which he's being dishonest about. Mexicans being more Asian descendants.
In terms of raw numbers, we're going to have to be working with a whole group of people that in fact are the single most diverse democracy in American history.
This is why he opened the borders. He did it purposely. So it's the white Europeans is going to be the minority, but that doesn't include the Hispanics is different now than the Spaniards that first came, and Columbus was actually Italian. This is how ignorant he is, and lying about the history of America. Like, this is Joe Biden is a hypocrite beyond hypocrites. Trump is too. Yeah, Trump is too. But Trump does what Trump does. You know, there's a reason why Trump switched between being a Democrat and switching over to Republican. Because under I say technically Trump is a liberal capitalist actually. That's the one that Malcolm X used to warn us about, but he ran under a conservative, quote unquote. I had to do conservative. He's a neocon, as Royce Wright would say. But you know, yeah, I think, is that it?
Anywhere in the world, and we got to figure out how to unify this country. And you've been the leaders of being able to do that. Not a joke. And so there's some things that I'm going to be able to do by executive order. And I'm not going to hesitate to do it. But what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to do what used to, Benita, you probably used to get angry with me during the debates, when you'd have some of the people you were supporting say, on day one, I'm going to executive order to do this. Not within the constitutional authority. I am not going to violate the Constitution.
This guy, I mean, the amount of hypocrisy coming out of his mouth, and anybody that, I mean, just unfollow me. But I am trying to get this, I'm trying to increase my subs. So subscribe. So that I can get the, you know what I mean, so I can do my live streams. But keep it moving. Because I would do some videos to really dissect how he came at the Black Caucus on here. But that's not what this show is about. This show is about me just sharing my culture. And he's part of the process of having my culture look like we black people are nothing but ignorant murderers and you know what I mean? Like everybody in this caucus, Al Sharpton is the main one. I'll talk more about him later on too. It has to change. I can't vote for this guy, you know? And that's why we've been seeing a movement of Ice Cube, true hip hoppers. That they say we all, you know what I mean, Ice Cube, Kanye. Well, Kanye's a little crazy, but what's the newest guy? I can't remember his name. But even Nas has been hinting that he's a black Republican now. He's, you know, a lot of true hip hoppers are tired of these Democrats lying on our culture like this. We get it that the Republicans is lying on our culture. But Trump is the only president that actually, him and Kanye was hugging like they was best friends. So he's the only president that actually showed genuine love for a hip hopper in that White House. Joe Biden just called LL Cool J a boy. Got his name wrong. He don't like, and LL is intelligent. LL runs his own businesses. He's more qualified to be the president of the United States than Joe Biden. So Joe Biden purposely degraded him. Because I know LL's not interested in running for the presidency. Chuck D might have been. That's why Chuck D had to leave, because he tried to, I'll support Bernie Sanders. And Bernie turned on us. Again, because he doesn't want to go independent. Because he's so cool. They all caught up in this central authority. Let me do a little bit more music, and then I'm going to fade out. Let's see if this one works.
Playing from Charles's iPhone.
Okay, where'd it go? Let's see how this one works. Okay. Here it is. That's a classic one right here. I did this on another episode or whatever. All right, so I'm officially done. I'm at the 30-minute mark. That's all. I ain't even want to go 30 minutes. But I think that was more enough time to really let you know where I'm going to go with this. The next one might only be 10 minutes, or, I ain't trying to do unless I do a live stream, and then I might, I'll talk about video games more so, more Mario Kart maybe, whatever game it is. I might talk about the history of stuff, science. I'm a big science guy. My degrees are in mathematics, so I'll try to translate it for you and have fun doing it. All right. See how this comes out? Post it online. Enjoy the time. Really get to edit my page. Add some drums in this. See how it goes. I don't know how they're coming out, but you know. So yeah, I talked long enough. And I'll make the next one a little bit better, you know, a little better, professional, more professional, I guess. That's what I want to say. Hip hop is an American culture created by the children of the 1960s civil rights movement. Yes, a mix of John F. Kennedy and Robert Kennedy. Robert Kennedy Jr. running for president. Independent. That's what that might gets my respect for doing that. I wish he would. Yeah, I mean, I get it. His pop, they I mean, they basically got killed for being, like, we like to say ninja lovers, right? Yeah, I think they generally was trying to help us. I'm talking about black people. So, real. When I say that, I'm talking about the hip-hop atonement of tautological epistemology is real. That's my book I wrote. And I'll talk more about that